dear son, nephew, young man, let me holler at you. Look, let me tell you what people fail at in life most often. Showing up every day and performing every day. Being consistent. Look, you have to, the training and getting prepared is hard. But here's what happens. You train and you go up. You go up the hill, but then you plateau. That plateau is a test of faith. Because you're doing everything right, or you're doing everything in your power to improve, and you're not seeing the progress that you want to see. It's frustrating because you may not see your goal through the fog. You have a vision of it, but you can't see it through the darkness. So you got to walk by faith, not by sight. Now me, my faith is in Yahweh, the God of the Bible, and my goals are in line with him. So I know what I'm going to achieve is righteous, right in his eyes, and therefore supported by him. So a test of my faith, I know the outcome. Now you, whatever it is you believe, whatever you drives you or motivates you, fine. Because see, on that plateau, in that fog, in that wilderness, in that darkness, that's where you find out who you are and what you are. And you also learn whether or not you're following after the right thing. And you can go in circles in that wilderness for a long time, depending on what you're driven by and how you're driven. But you have to show up and perform on the good days, on the bad days, on the slow days, on the rainy days. See, this is the essence of manhood. And this is why so many women can't find a real man, because they want excitement. Like my friend told me, I want passion and I want excitement. I'm like, look, you're looking at the wrong damn man. I'm consistent, I'm strong, and I get stuff done. Very little excitement, very much consistency. But what happens is, as you plateau, next thing you know, oh shucks, you hit a ramp and you skyrocket somewhere. It happens. You might even go down in some valleys sometime. And it's like, how'd I get here and how do I get out? You still gotta show up and perform. That is the essence of manhood. Forget all the excuses. Failures do come. Temporary setbacks do come. But you have to keep pressing forward. Because there's a lesson to be learned. There's some skills you need to pick up. There's some people you need to meet. There's some things you got to get rid of. There's some processes that you have to accept. Matter of fact, you got to go beyond accepting the process. You have to embrace and even learn to love the process. I wonder if I can get better lighting. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, that's the best it's going to get. It's an overcast day. There's something you need to learn. There's a reason why God ain't letting you just go forward like you want to. But see, remember, you're driving through this fog. You're driving in this darkness, in this wilderness. If he lets you go too fast, you might hit a brick wall. Maybe he needs you to stop and take a detour. Not no maybe. He does. Because what you find out in the end is you realize timing is everything. And if you don't time certain movements, and you don't, these lights ain't doing the doggone thing. If you don't time your movements, if you don't time your movements, and time your strategy,
then at the next one, turn right.
And time GPSs that are talking when you're trying to talk to your people. If you don't time things right, and you try to do something before your time, you can actually hinder or even halt your success and your victory. Paying attention to that video I made a couple weeks ago about a book called The Art of War. That's one part of strategy for battle or for war. Timing. The general who makes many calculations, because you are a general. You are a business. You are a corporation. You are a team working within yourself. And timing your attack, timing your counterattack, timing whatever strategy you may have matters, because your enemy could be waiting for you right now. And it ain't time to attack just yet. Lull them to sleep first. Maybe the weather needs to change. If you're on the battlefield, maybe you need to wait until the winter time when the terrain is too rough for your enemy. I'm speaking of this is proverbial. This is philosophical. You can apply this to any situation. But what if you're better in the snow than your opponent is? What if your army is better in water? Because see, location matters. Maybe you in the wrong place. Maybe you got the wrong team. Maybe you don't have a team. Maybe this is a time when you need to fly solo. Whatever all of those calculations are that you apply, you still must show up, be consistent, perform with the spirit of excellence. Keep going. There's a saying that says when the student is ready, the teacher will show up. You'll know when it's your turn and when it's your time. But I tell you what, if you quit, your time won't come. And that's the real point. If you stop performing, your time won't come. If you start getting lazy and stop performing in the most excellent way possible, your time won't come. Because now when your opportunities and when the right network presents itself, they'll look at you not performing and get the wrong impression of you. And a first impression lasts a lifetime. So show up, sharpen your sword, get your rest, understand that you're in it for the long haul. Be prepared to do whatever you need to do to win for as long as it takes to win. Read, study, improve your strategy, improve your methods. Don't ever show up worse. If anything, show up better. And don't sleep on the small things either, or small people, because you never know who you're talking to, and you never know how much something small may mean to someone else. Your reward's gonna come. Your day is gonna come. Focus. Keep going. Now, I'm kind of sort of speaking on a situation in my life where I'm actually seeing some daylight, and it looked like it wasn't going to ever improve. Just a long plateau. Like, man, I'm just living to do this battle another day. But God, I can't see the end of it. Then all of a sudden, things just started happening. Things I wanted to happen, I realized I was better off with that now, with not happening back then, because now this is about to happen, and it's going to happen 10 times better. Now, I know if as a man with great resolve and great intestinal fortitude, there are men who are developing those character traits, and I still need this. Therefore, somebody else needs it. Share this video for people and save it for times when things are not going the way that they or you think they should go. When you feel like not performing, taking a day off. And I'm not talking about for an emergency. If you got to take it off, take it off. I'm talking about because you basically are not motivated. Your day is coming. But this is what we do on this channel. We figure stuff out. We find ways to win. And you can't do that if you're not in the game playing. You can't be on the sideline and win. You got to get in there and get busy. And you got to keep going. If this type of content interests you, you need to subscribe here. If you're soft, if you're sensitive, if you're looking for excuses, maybe it's not the right place for you. But nonetheless, share this video, because I guarantee you there's somebody who can use this material. Hit the like button. Hey, if you're one of those people who aren't going to subscribe, do me a favor. Hit the dislike button. That's fine too. Leave a comment. That helps me to understand who my viewers are, subscribed or not. And as always, never lose the will to win, never lose the will to survive. I'll see you on the next video.